I'm gonna give it over to Shenmi now, who's gonna put some questions to you guys. So take it away, dude.
Oh God,
I have one right at the top of my head here.
here it goes.
Well, I was just wondering, like, the varieties of different abilities. Like we know in ACB, there's like rapid reload and all that. Are we going to be expecting new evolution of abilities, or is it? That's basically what I have. Or how are they going to evolve now compared to the way they did in this last game?
Well, Gabe, you want to take that or?
Cool.
I've
I
done
actually don't know. I mean, maybe you can tell me, Amar. Is that is that one of the things that we're looking at for the challenges and stuff like that? Because that used to be the way that you earn them, right? In ACB, was through
Exactly. It still plays a role. So there's still challenges that's gonna allow you to unlock those abilities. Not everything is like final right now. So you're gonna see in the beta that you're gonna have a progression, quite a fair amount of progression. So you're gonna be able to play a lot and unlock a lot of the new things that we're putting into, because there's not only new abilities and upgraded abilities. There's also gonna be customization and other stuff. So we want to get sure that the rhythm and the reward that we are going to the game makes sense. Regarding abilities, yes, there's going to be several variations on each of them. So the way, there were a couple of ways to use and to affect the smoke bomb. It's going to be the same in that game. I mean, not exactly the same trick, but the same. It's going to work following exactly the same path. But you have to keep in mind that there's going to be also couple of new abilities that really going to change the feel of the game. Some of them are more defensive. Some of them are more, like I would say, like tricky or sneaky. And at the same time, we definitely upgraded all the what we called at first passive ability, but what things were basically perks and kill streak. So now the effect of them are pretty intense. I remember, hearing Escoblade talking about, one of them that allows you to basically find your target and track him down through the map. When you've been killed like 5 times in a row, you lose like 5 contracts in a row. So it's really gonna affect I would say the balance of the game a bit more, to give like a fair advantage to someone that is really taking a crap because he's playing with the stun factory and you guys. so of course, I mean it's always tricky to tweak and balance a game when you've got so many metrics. I mean, when you just got abilities, it's kind of easy. When you've got abilities plus perks plus win streak plus new abilities plus new map and a new killing and animation system, but I think that there's a question about that, so I won't spoil anything. It's kind of tough. Yeah, not saying anything.
Why? Don't bring it up. I'm not going to elaborate.
Cool. Right.
Games.
Have you got any other questions, Shenmue?
Well, I know you probably can't talk too much about the single player campaign, but my question is pretty much basic. Between Assassin's Creed 2 and into Revelations, the combat system completely evolved massively. And I was just, is there going to be another evolution between the combat in Brotherhood and Revelations? I noticed a few things in some stuff I saw, but I mean, can you elaborate further on how you can combat? Yeah,
combat.
That's right. I'm kind of glad that you've noticed that there was a lot of evolution between basically AC2 and ACB, and I mean in every single game there was a huge gap between each of them. I would say that regarding the system right now, I think that we've touched something pretty solid with ACB. Still, we added a couple of new elements. Well, first off, and it's the most obvious one, Ezio is fighting with a hook blade. So there's a lot of different moves that are like more brutal. He's a bit older, he's fighting a bit tougher. So some of the animation and way of fighting has changed a bit. The major change is going to be about basically, I would say, movement and freedom of movement. And yes, I'm still talking about fighting. What we've noticed in the game is that usually when you're free running and going everywhere, whenever you encounter a fight, you basically have a bit to stop, just in order to to fight, and you start moving in circle and dodging and everything, and it kind of cut off that freedom like feeling, the fact that you're running everywhere. So now we've got a couple of moves, and you've probably noticed some of them in previous demo or things that you've seen, where basically you're hitting someone and you are at the same time, so you're not losing your momentum, you're still moving forward, and you're still like really advancing really fast. So there's a couple of moves, like you can hit the guy and basically do a back roll on his own back and then start continue running, so you can hit him while running and just continue in order to still keep your keep your speed. And that's the kind of thing that's going to change. I won't go into detail on how to use this move and what kind of stuff, but basically that's what you can expect. It's like no, the fighting wouldn't stop you from moving or free running if you are. So there's a lot of way to go out, and already about the bomb. So there's like, I won't use the term shitload a second time in the same interview. So I would say that it's like a tremendous amount of bomb that you can craft, and there's like tons and tons of effects that you can mix from like poison to stunning to making them blind, and then using your eagle sense instead of your eagle vision in order to be the only one seeing what's going on. And so there's a lot of new way to, I would say, instead of changing the combat system, basically we had a lot of way to put tactics into it. Like you can be more stealthy, you can be more cruel, you can be more sneaky.
Wow.
I would say that's the evolution.
Yeah, I think that's just it. Is that with Brotherhood, we all kind of had this feeling that we did that right, certainly with the counter system and things like that. It was like, okay, so this is a significant progression from AC2. And so when we went into Revelations, we knew that we wanted to kind of hang on to that. But if I could just reiterate about the hook blade, like I don't know that we've shown it off well enough, because it really does add just a ridiculous amount. It adds a whole extra dimension to just about every aspect of the game, honestly. Like all the major things, like navigation, and then also combat as well. I mean, when Amar says that Ezio is he's a little bit older, he's a little bit wiser. Well, he also, I think, has this sort of knowledge that he doesn't have that much time left, so he's not as like delicate in the methods that he uses to take people down.
Man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man.
Sounds like a Chevy 36 game right here.
Exactly.
Beast mode all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's the thing with him, like being more cruel. Basically, it's like if you can talk about martial arts, it's like before Ezio was doing like a mix of, I would say, jiu-jitsu and wushu or kung fu, and right now he's like more into Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
So it's like super efficient.
Oh man, I just have to say that Poison Bomb sounds awesome.
It scares me.
If you can find the right ingredients.
Okay. Interesting. Cool.
It'll be all over
Challenge.
the internet.
All right. Any other questions, Shenmue?
Just one more that I'm sure I won't get an answer to, but I have to ask just because I will get killed.
Okay, so that one is for Gabe.
Oh. It's will Altair be playable?
Oh, I think we've answered that one already.
Have you? I have not.
Yeah.
I've been eluded. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah. No. Yes. Altair will be playable.
Okay, I'm gonna go celebrate now.
Yeah.
Someone else got something.
Usually, the question that we get is how much of the game will be
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Altair.
Yeah.
And I believe like Darby McDevitt's answer for that, and I will defer to him and just use his words since he's a scriptwriter, and that's how it's supposed to work. That yes, we have Altair in our game, but it's very much Ezio's game. Like we really don't want to let people forget that he's the star player in this game. So yes, there will be Altair in there. Yes, he will play a significant role, but Ezio is who this game is about.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.